Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas, where right now, at the moment, it's about 106 degrees, and if I put my hand on this paint, I cannot leave it there for maybe 2 to 3 seconds before it wants to burn my hand. What I want to talk about is the real world of detailing. 80 to 90% of the buying public are going to have cars that look very similar to this. They are cars that go through the car wash all the time. These are people who have busy lives. They have swirls all over the paint. They have rids all over the paint. But they've lost a little bit of shining gloss. They're not necessarily interested or want to spend the money with doing two-step corrections or aggressive one-step corrections. They just want to give their car a facelift. I want to use this analogy. It's like a woman every 3 or 4 months who wants to go to a spa and get like a facial done. What we're going to do for this car, we're going to wash it, we're going to decontaminate the paint, we're going to use a body solvent to make sure we remove traffic film and make sure that we remove the polymers and all that synthetic formula that's in the waterless wash that I'm going to use to clean off this car. I do not have to overthink the moment here, folks. My customer already knows this car is trash beyond belief. They have not really maintained it all that well, and I'm not their daddy. I don't judge them. I don't tell them they should do things differently in their life. That's not my business. But my client called me and said, Scott, can you just give my car a little extra pop? I don't think a wash and a wax is going to do it. What do you have for me? Folks, I want to talk about something that is extremely profitable, and I'm going to go through the steps with you. If you're a car enthusiast or a guy wanting to get into the business, you don't have to overthink this. You don't even really need to have any skill set. I just need you to be mechanically inclined and have a little bit of common sense. It's really that simple. The first thing I'm going to do, folks, is I have a couple of microfiber towels available to me. I'm going to use Chemical Guy's waterless car wash. Why? I'm not worried about marring the surface in the moment. I'm also going to be doing a very light polish as soon as I'm done washing off this vehicle. I'm not going to overthink the moment. Neither is my client. How would they know where the marring began for my waterless wash versus them going to car washes for the last 5 years and going to go to car washes after I'm done with this vehicle? Do not overthink it. You don't have to. You don't have to get stuck in that YouTube, everything's got to be perfect type of world. There is a lot of money to be made in auto detailing. I'm going to show you a very profitable way to do it. So what I'm going to do, this panel is very hot. I'm going to take a microfiber towel. I'm going to take my waterless wash from Chemical Guys. You can use your favorite waterless wash. You can use your rinseless wash and dilute it to a waterless wash if you want. You pick what's best for you. So I'm going to spray this panel. This panel is extremely hot. In fact, as I spray this on the car, the chemical almost wants to flash and dry up on me. So I'm going to be a little aggressive with it and use a little bit more so I've got some working time, right? I'm simply going to take my microfiber towel and just do one swipe down the hood, all the way down this car. I'm not overthinking the moment. I'm not worried about any light marring I might produce on the car. I don't need to overthink it. I'm going to be doing a polish. I'm probably going to do that one more time because it's pretty hot. I'm just going to put a little bit on there and then go down this panel and simply wipe off the panel so I feel confident that I have removed all the dirt that is not bonded on the vehicle. I've been able to remove off the car. I feel pretty confident about that. Now what I'm going to do is clay the vehicle. Claying the vehicle is going to be a very easy process in this scenario. I'm just going to use the same waterless wash that I used to wash the car. I'm going to use a clay bar in the moment. You guys can use a synthetic clay bar, a mitt, a towel, whatever works for you. But I'm going to go in here and just slightly go ahead and decontaminate this paint. I can feel some bonded contaminants and they're coming off relatively quickly. I don't have to hang on this panel very long. I'm getting those bonded contaminants off. I feel very confident that they're coming off just fine. And I'm going to go in here and hit all these surfaces with a clay bar. Again, I'm working on a very trash daily driver. I don't have to overthink it. Now what I'm going to do is leave that fluid on the panel. I'm going to take a body solvent. You decide which one you like. Duplicolor, mineral spirits, maybe G-Technic panel wipe. You decide. I'm going to go in here and slightly spray my body solvent onto this panel. I'm going to give it a second to kind of begin to break down the polymers from the waterless wash. Begin to help me remove traffic film that might be on this vehicle, and I'll simply make straight swipes just like I did during the washing process. flip my microfiber towel over, just pick up any residue that might be there, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go in and polish this car very quickly and give my customer exactly what they want. A little facelift. It's like a woman going to a spa. You guys pick the all-in-one you like. Here's Meguiar's D166. Nice product. You can use that. You can use HD Speed. It doesn't matter. Pick the all-in-one that you like. I'm going to use my Griots 6-inch orbital DA. Oops, excuse me as I pull this tab open. And I'm using a 5-inch backing plate with it, a 5-inch pad that's made by Griots. They're flat orange pad. Again, I don't need a pad that costs me $30 to do what I'm about to do. I'm going to go in here and tap out the product. I'm going to work in an area that's larger than 2 by 2. I'm not going to turn my machine up past speed 5, and I'm only going to make 3 section passes. What I'm going to do is leave the panel. I'm going to leave that all-in-one polish on the panel. I'm not going to remove it. I'm going to allow the sealant that's within the all-in-one to continue to bond to the paint. I'll do the bottom side of this hood. Put a little bit more product on my pad again for the next section and just finish up this hood. Now what I'm going to do is this little area here that I missed, I'll do that spot last. I'll just do that side panel to the hood real quickly, tap out some product and get it done. Boy guys, it is miserably hot, 106 degrees. This is the times when as a mobile detailer you're like, oh, why did I pick this profession? Now what I'm going to do is take a fresh microfiber towel that's clean, sorry if I get in the camera's way, and I'm going to wipe off that product that's been sitting on there throughout doing half this hood. Just go in, lightly buff off the product. If you're using an all-in-one that is professional grade, it'll be very easy to wipe off the panel, even though I left it on the panel throughout that process. Yes, it's extremely hot. I would not want to touch this paint right now. It'll burn my hand. Folks, what I have done right there is a very simple process. Anybody can do it. I want you young guys who are getting into auto detailing. Scott, you ask me all the time, do I need to have all these pads? Do I have to have all these compounds, all these polishes? Do I need a year of experience before I can offer some type of paint enhancement or using a DA on the paint? The answer is no, folks. This paint was a level 3 when I started it. It's probably a level 4.5. Tremendous shining gloss. I picked up some very light swirls. Are there still swirls on this paint? Yes, but it doesn't matter. My customer doesn't care. They just wanted that facelift, or that facial, if you will, if I can use that as an analogy. The all-in-one has chemical cleaners within the product. We're going to chemically clean the paint. We're going to take advantage of those light abrasives to pick up some light defects off the paint. And then when we look at this car, it's going to have more shining gloss than just doing a wax, clay, and seal. This is a very easy process for you guys, new guys in the business. You know, getting into auto detailing, it's a very easy service to provide. You cannot screw up the paint. You can't hurt the paint using a DA and an all-in-one the way I showed you. Yet you're going to get amazing results where a lot of your clients are going to walk outside and go, wow, I haven't seen my car look like this way in years. Folks, very simple, very easy process. There are bug etchings in this paint, water spot etchings that are going to require some type of wet sanding. My client doesn't want it. My client just wants the car to pop a little bit. They want a little extra shining gloss than just a wash and wax alone. Folks, very easy. I can get around this small SUV doing all of these steps, from washing it with a waterless wash, decontaminating the paint with a clay bar, using a body solvent to make sure I have a virgin clean clear coat before I begin to polish, plus remove traffic film, do my all-in-one polish on speed 5, no more than 3 section passes in a 2x2 or a 3x3 area. I recommend you leave that all-in-one on the panel for a little while. Give it a chance for that sealant to truly bond to the paint. If you're using a high-quality all-in-one, it'll be fine. It will still be very easy to wipe off the surface, even if you're working in extreme temperatures like I am at the moment. Folks, I love you all. This is a very easy way to be profitable in my industry. Provide a service that customers absolutely love. You got to remember, 80 to 90% of the people driving daily drivers, this is what their cars look like. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to solve everybody's problem, but just give them something a little bit more. Give them a little extra pop, a little bit more shining gloss, and your customers will appreciate the value. I love you all. I hope that helps you out. Talk to you soon.